Apple boosts size of bond deal to $6.5 billion. U.S.'s largest high-grade corporate debt sale this year finds strong demand. A nice, core holding. The iPhone maker sold $6.5 billion in bonds on Monday, including a round of 30-year debt that will pay 3.5% annually. That is even lower than Apple's $17 billion bond sale in April 2013, when the 30-year bond yielded about 3.9%. Apple's deal is the largest U.S. high-grade corporate bond sale so far this year, according to S&P Capital IQ Ltd. Apple tapped the debt market less than a week after reporting a 38% jump in its latest quarterly profit. Alibaba's Ma. No timetable for financial arm IPO. Hong Kong, Alibaba Group Holding Limited. Executive Chairman Jack Ma said Monday the company's financial affiliate should go public, but he hasn't decided on a timetable or listing location. His comments came after Bloomberg reported last week, citing unnamed sources, that Zhejiang and Small and Micro Financial Services Group, which contains Alibaba's Alipay payment processing and financial services arm, is planning for an initial public offering that could take place next year. I think Ant Financial should go public, but it is still a baby, Mr. Ma said on the sidelines of an event for young entrepreneurs. I haven't considered when and where to list the operation. Video game firms power up networks for online players. Companies spend millions of dollars to attract web gamers. Robert Morris University, Illinois students practice playing the video game League of Legends with teammates at a training facility in Chicago. By Sarah E. Needleman and Drew Fitzgerald, February 2, 2015, 8:33 p.m. ET. High-speed traders make room for high-speed gamers. Video game companies are spending millions of dollars to build faster networks for online games that attract tens of millions of players apiece. Gameplay slowdowns, often called lag or latency, can result in the early death of characters, a frustration that causes some players to lash out at fellow gamers, badmouth games on public message boards, or simply quit playing. Lag is the bane of Internet gaming, said Ron Williams, Vice President of Security and Operations at Riot Games Incorporated, which makes the online game League of Legends. Online gaming, particularly massive multiplayer games like Legends, is exploding in popularity. More than 72% of U.S. gamers said in 2013 that they played some form of online game, according to market researcher NPD Group. The amount of time they spent was up 6% from a year earlier. More than 67 million people play Legends each month, Riot said last year. Lag happens when some players' data takes too long to reach game servers, putting them out of sync with other gamers and potentially causing them to lose. To level the playing field, game companies are tapping infrastructure providers that typically cater to big media and Wall Street firms. The companies generally don't say how much they spend beefing up their networks for online games. Electronic Arts Incorporated, for example, says its spending on lag is in the same bucket as its investment in analytics and security. Estimates put the cost in the single-digit to low tens of millions of dollars. But as game companies create more hit games and gain more players, the cost can grow. Riot is piecing together its own network backbone, in part by leasing space on fiber optic cables from telecommunications providers including Level 3 Communications Incorporated and Zayo Group Holdings Incorporated. Riot said it expects to finish the bulk of its US and Canada network at the end of March. The company said it is also talking to internet service providers such as Comcast Corporation to ensure gamers' data is routed through its new network instead of slogging each step of the way through the pipes that make up the internet. A private backbone is just one avenue for game companies. Another involves plunking down servers closer to where large groups of gamers live. Because most games are installed on PCs or consoles, their large graphics and video files aren't traveling to and from servers. But instructions, such as telling a character to move here or shoot there, are. If that happens at different speeds for different players, because one player lives too far from the server or because of internet congestion, trouble ensues. Gamers measure their connections by pinging servers with data requests. The players with more robust connections usually have much lower ping and the best chance of winning, earning the ire of opponents. That was a bigger problem before game companies started investing in their own improvements. They'd call you a low-ping bastard, said Jim Poole, a vice president for global service providers at Equinix Incorporated, which rents space where networks can link up to the internet. With a private backbone, the kind used by financial services firms and social networks, a game company can better sync players' actions, smoothing out discrepancies in players' ping times by making everything faster. For Riot, the need for speed was severe enough that last autumn it leased capacity from Spread Networks LLC, which runs the Beeline from New York to Chicago that was originally built to give derivatives traders an edge over rivals. It isn't always possible to meet the demand. Activision Blizzard Incorporated said it already has a private internet backbone similar to the one Riot is building, and it's just part of the company's years-old investment to beef up its network. Still, Activision had to race to address customer complaints in November after its blockbuster, Call of Duty: Advanced Warfare, starring the actor Kevin Spacey, struggled with severe lag. Valve Corporation acknowledged in a November blog post that its popular Dota 2 game suffered from significant network issues across multiple regions, in some cases disconnecting players from game servers. Valve, which has a private internet backbone, blamed the problem in part on distributed denial of service attacks like the ones that brought down the online networks of Sony Corporation, PlayStation and Microsoft Corporation. Xbox Live over Christmas.
Google has turned into a stock market laggard. Its just for mobile devices has lowered the internet search leader's digital ad price, and the company expensive investments in viral technology have trimmed its profit margins. Hmm. What? It's a picture, that's why. Look, I don't know why they did that. It's annoying. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I mean, Google. Google.
Has turned into a stock market laggard as the shift to mobile relevant products, services, devices has lowered the internet search leader's digital relevant products, services ad prices, and the company's expensive investments in far-out technology has trimmed its profit margins.